Hey, welcome back to the National Defense. It's Randy Miller, and we talked about these guys a lot on the show. Every veteran, of course, probably the most important thing, one of the most important things is housing, and these guys are the ones that make it happen for you at Veterans United Home Loans. And we are here with Dan Dailey, and Dan, you might know as the 15th Sergeant Major of the Army. What an honor it is, and thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk about this great organization, Veterans United.
Yeah, and how important is that? Especially you transition out, and how was your transition, first of all?
I had a great transition, obviously, and probably a little bit different, very honestly, than most soldiers because of how senior I was. Right. But not just because of what the services were provided to me, it's because I planned for it, and I was taught by senior leaders, hey, this is not just an event, it's something you got to plan for, because you're going from doing something for 30 years, most times you joined when you were young, very young, and you're getting out. And now you got to step out into life and do the things that were provided for you, very honestly, and the things that rightly so should be provided to our veterans, like buying a home.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, that you guys provide more VA loans for veterans than anybody.
We are the #1 VA loan lender in the United States of America today. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And especially now in this economy and this housing market and everything that's going on, more important than ever to help veterans. You shouldn't have to worry about that, right?
We shouldn't. But the honest truth is, we want to prepare veterans as they transition out of the military for success. And a great corporation like Veterans United is helping them transition and achieve what I call is the American dream. We all want a home in America, of a place to call our own, to put our families, a roof over our heads. And when you can help a veteran do that, it makes them pride. And we put them back in the community, and they become productive for that community in the long run.
Dan, explain something to me that I just can't get as a civilian. Veterans go out and they serve their country, and they come back, and we talk to so many every single week that continue to serve, whether it's with Team Rubicon or any number of organizations. What is that in a veteran that just makes them want to continue? They've already done it.
Yeah, I think every service member has their reasons why, but I think it's passion. I think when you join the military, we all have apprehension about what it's going to be like, right? And that's the truth. We really don't know. But you fall in love with it. You fall in love with the fact that these men and women are here doing something that needs to be done for our nation. And they find a calling. And when you leave that feeling doesn't leave, right? We're all going to leave the military someday.
Looking for the next mission.
That's right. But you always want to continue to give back because it's bred into you for so long while you serve.
Yeah, and the housing market, obviously, we talked about, and employment is another big deal. I'm sure you got to employ a lot of veterans here at your place, right?
Yeah, we do here at the Association of the United States Army and at Veterans United Home Loans, a high veteran population, and we encourage them. We love our veterans, and we want to support them. What attracted me to this company after seeing what they did for several years was how they treat our veterans too. A loan is a business proposition between an individual and a company, right? But it's beyond that with Veterans United. It's an experience where they care and they look after them and meet their needs and do what's right in the interests of the service member.
So you talked about UAS. This is our first time to this great conference, and it's just mind blowing. It's absolutely mind blowing. How long have you been involved with them, and have you? I'm sure you've been to this conference many times.
I have. I've started coming this while I was still on active duty. That's the first time I was exposed to it, and it has grown from there year after year after year. Veterans United has been a proud partner with the Association of the United States Army for several years, and I know will continue to be for many years to come.
There are things here that we've seen that we can't even imagine. Things that are on the horizon, things that are in development, things that are existing right now, and it's like, wow!
If you want to start your own army, this is where you go shopping. This is where you'd go shopping, right here, right?
It's the Army Superstore right here, right?
And I'll tell you, for all of our listeners out there, if you haven't been here, or you still are in the D.C. area today, come down. Yeah. You're welcome. All you have to do is register at AUSA.org. Come down here and see the show, and stop by the Veterans United booth and listen to our loan experts. They will educate you on the benefit, and that's the most important thing we do at VU, is the first and foremost, we're educating our veterans on their benefit. Yeah, letting them know, because many of our veterans don't even know they have the benefit of a mortgage-backed guarantee loan. Oh, wow. Yeah, a government-backed guarantee loan.
Mm-hmm. They know about the VA loans. They may not know always how to get one or how to get the best one, right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, VU are the experts at it. They really are, and that shows in their stats, and that's why they're the #1 selected VA home loan company in America.
So that starts on the website, I would imagine?
Absolutely. They can just look it up, type in Veterans United. I promise you it'll pop up. Click if you're interested, and one of our representatives will get in touch with you shortly.
And thank you so much for the time, man. It's such an honor. Thank you so much for doing it.
Thank you, sir, and I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
We'll be right back here in the National Defense.